I feel like everything in the universe is like telling me not to film right now, and this is like the one moment that I have to film, and I feel like everything's going wrong. I just spilled coffee all over my pants, as you can see. I have a toddler at the bottom of the stairs going mama, 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 because he can hear me talking up here, but he's downstairs, of course. That's mom life, if you know that. And my camera now all of a sudden just doesn't work. I think I dropped it just way too many times. So here we are. We're trying to film this. So if it randomly cuts out, it's something to do with that. Anyways, this is like the 5 minutes that I have to film, and if you've been watching me on YouTube for a long time and you're finally seeing a video from me, you're probably like, wow, I haven't seen her in a while, which yeah, it's been a while. This is the longest I've never uploaded on YouTube, and YouTube was like one of the first platforms, like social media platforms, that I started posting on. And I love YouTube, and I've tried to film this video a couple times because I'm just like, I've been really lost the past couple months with YouTube in particular. I stopped posting. I was trying to post some shorts, some stuff that I post on Instagram. I was trying to post on here on YouTube, but that just wasn't my favorite thing to do. And I know YouTube was like trying to push out shorts and everything like that, which that's great. I think that it gets people to discover you, but you get a lot of people who aren't very nice. So like it just gets kind of pushed out to so many people who aren't really into what you do. So you get like a lot of hate. I had one video in particular that I think got like 2 million views, and it was me. Like, I posted it recently, and it was just me sharing my experience being pregnant and working out, and the amount of people that told me I was gonna kill my baby, even though my baby's almost 2 years old now. And this video was like, I was just sharing old footage of me working out when I was pregnant. Anyways, it was really hard, and just dealing with a lot of hate that way, and I was getting a lot of hate on other social media platforms, and sometimes, like, I know people like to say it's part of the business, whatever, which I think that's just ridiculous, like that people just hate on people for no reason. I get a lot of hate on other parts of my social media platform, so it was just like I just didn't feel like posting as much on here, and especially like I just like had lost my drive, and then on top of that I just had literally just no time to film. I was starting to feel a little burnt out because I'm gonna just, I guess, give you a little bit behind the scenes, but a lot of like my TikTok and my Instagram were kind of growing, and they were really pushing out Instagram Reels, like the video format on those platforms. And I was having a lot of fun with short form content. It was like making me feel just a lot more inspired. And I was kind of feeling burnt out when it came to long form content. Like I didn't know what to do. I also just didn't have as much time. That's a huge thing, because when Cove was first born, I had a lot more time. If you guys are parents, you know when you have a child, they sleep a lot, but now that Cove is almost 2, he really only takes one short nap during the day, and it's on the go. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I work from home, so I'm building my business. I have another business, a crystal business. I don't think I've really talked about it on here. Anyways, I sell crystals. Yeah, and so that with my social media business and all those things took up a lot of my time, and it's like a lot of people ask me like how I work and things like that, because I pretty much take care of Cove, which I don't do it in a healthy way per se. Like I always say I'm working a full-time job with part-time hours. Even then I don't really have part-time hours. I don't really have like a 9 to 5, which is really, really hard. And then on top of that, my boyfriend David, if you don't know, he travels a lot for work. So when he travels for work, he leaves for long periods of time. So he had just did pretty much, he went and did some work in the States from September to December. So he was 3 weeks on, 1 week off, 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So I was 3 weeks alone with Cove. So that is a lot of stuff on my end. I had some brand deals and things like that that took priority over even considering YouTube. Yeah, so it just took a lot of my time is just taken away, that I don't have a lot of time to post on here. And I know a lot of people are like, well, just put him into daycare, which in theory sounds great, and I would love to put him into daycare, and we have him signed up. But where I live here in Quebec, if you don't know, it's like not a universal daycare, but they call it like a $7 a day, but it's really $8 a day daycare. And there's a big waiting list, and it's a long waiting list. And they say when you get pregnant to sign up for it. And when I got pregnant, I was like, oh, I don't need to sign up for it. It's good because I'm gonna keep him home with me, and I'll be able to work from home and take care of him so he doesn't have to go to daycare. This is a big learning lesson for me that, yeah, I kind of need him to go. And that's like, I wish I could keep him home with me, of course. Like, I really do wish I could keep him home with me, but at the same time, if I want to work and do that, I can't do it all by myself, and I can't do everything. And David, he's right now watching Cove. Like, he is a great person. Like, I'm not saying that everything's on me. I'm making it sound like everything's on me. He's great, and he really does help me a lot. Like, on the weekends, like when he's home or when he has those breaks when he's not traveling, he's home, he is helping me, he's giving me the time. Because right now I'm in the middle of creating some Instagram reels for 2024, some habits for that. I'm in the middle of working on a course, which is like, I tend to like to put a lot of things on my plate apparently, but David has been really honestly such a good help. And I find people tend to villainize a lot of dads that aren't super involved, but David is like super involved. So I just don't want to make it sound like he's not involved. He is, but he also works. So we're trying to balance things out. That being said, yeah, things have been just a little wild and I've just been trying to balance things out. That's why I'm coming on here. So here in 2024, I really do want to put more effort. Like, I really miss just vlogging and sharing my life with you guys. Like, I feel like so many things have happened. You guys were like my friends I could talk to, even though it's kind of one way. Anyways, it was just nice to chat to you guys in the comments, connect with you guys on different levels, things like that. And I just felt like I was kind of missing that. I've done kind of like some short vlogs on Instagram and TikTok and things like that, but it's never really felt the same. Like, I can't just sit down and share with you guys like more of my journey and things like that. Whereas I feel like we can go more deeper in here because people are getting back into long form content. I feel like that's kind of becoming a thing a little bit, I hope anyways. But yeah, I mean, like, things have been busy. I've just been trying to work on so many things. Like, the past couple months, I've done some pretty big brand deals. And if you're from Canada, you know, like, back in October, I did a brand deal with Canadian Tire. So that was a really big one. That it was my first like big brand deal that I've ever dealt with, which was kind of cool, honestly. It was a lot of fun, but also very stressful and a lot of learning opportunities. That is definitely what 2023 was all about, was learning for me. And 2024 is just, I want to keep learning. I'm excited to learn. So for so long, I was always so scared to learn things. I was always so scared to kind of step out of my box, step out of my comfort zone. And now that I've learned so much, especially in the past like 4 months of 2023, I've learned a lot. And I just want to keep learning. I'm excited to learn, and especially excited about learning business, social media, things like that. I'm interested in that. So that being said, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say hi. I'm really hoping that I can get back into vlogging. I just feel like I didn't want to give you guys half-ass content, because there was times where I like picked up the camera for like one moment in the day, and then all of a sudden like I didn't pick it up for a week, and I was like, that just doesn't feel like genuine me content. Like, it just felt like I was just like trying to put something out there. It's like quality over quantity, and that's what I'm trying to tell myself in 2024. Like, I really want to embrace quality over quantity, because in 2023 I did a lot of quantity, especially on Instagram and TikTok. Not that it was bad quantity, or there was still quality in those videos, but, or the posts that I made, but it was like, I really want to start slowing down and embracing just more, I don't know, better content. And I just don't want to put out just stuff that I don't feel proud of, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point, but my goal here is to try and post more consistently, to be more on here, just because, like I said, I feel way more connected on here than I do on some other spaces. And yeah, and if you're new here, hi. I'm Nicole. My life's a little crazy right now. And you know what? We all go through crazy things in our lives. We all go through adjustment periods, and it is what it is. So I'm gonna bring you guys along my wild life. And that's another thing that I just want to touch on quickly here. I guess I never really talked about it much on Instagram. I don't think I've actually really addressed it, but I feel more personal on here. I've been really also struggling with showing Cove, my son, on the internet. I really don't feel comfortable showing him on the internet. There have been times that I have showed him, but as he gets older, and he has a very unique name, so I just don't want him to be easily identified, and like if people see him and things like that. Yeah, and so that was another thing, because I want to show you guys my life. I want to vlog my life. I share my life, but he's not my content. And like, I love sharing him with you guys, and I want to share him with you guys, but I'm not a mom blogger, of course, and he doesn't really like consent, and I don't want him to ever feel like he needs to perform or be on camera or anything like that. And I've noticed, like, even now as he's getting into toddlerhood, there's some times where I'll be like, can I take your picture? I mean, everything is no for him, but he'll say no, or he'll start whining, and I'm like, okay, you don't have to take a picture, just for my own personal, not for Instagram or social media, just because I love taking pictures of him. He's my son. And you know, I want to respect that. And then the same thing of just like, it gets weird on the internet with children, to say the least. And so, yeah, I think I've just been kind of struggling with that a little bit, that kind of concept of like, how can I approach vlogging without involving my son too much, especially since I'm pretty much a stay-at-home mom right now, and he's like a majority of my day. So that was a whole kind of thing I was struggling with, but I think I kind of have my head wrapped around how I could not show him. Like, I do show the back of his head, most of it, or maybe his like side profile here and there, but I really committed to not showing him, especially since he's gotten older and things like that. So I just wanted to kind of share that. That's also just been a thing that's kind of been on the back of my mind, and something that I've been just kind of like an internal battle, to say the least, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll keep you guys updated, but I just wanted to come on here, show my face, and share with you guys just kind of what's been happening, things that have been happening. I mean, there's been a lot that's been happening that we could just sit here and talk for like an hour of me just venting and talking about all the crazy things behind the scenes. Also, I released an ebook, like a cooking ebook. I shared a lot of what I eat in the days on here, and I love sharing my recipes. So if you guys are interested, check out my website. I have a whole ebook of a bunch of recipes that are very, very delicious and plant-based. Anyways, with that being said, I'm pretty much done rambling now, and I'm just gonna catch you guys up on my life, and we're gonna be posting more on YouTube in 2024. That is my goal. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.